Valparaiso credit. Came in here, they had a lot of energy, and you know, really, I felt like they really set the tone in the first half, and just were never able to get things going. We had a lot of good looks. You know, we just didn't shoot the ball well, and you know, there have been times we haven't shot it well, and it's affected our defense. And I thought that was a little bit of what happened tonight. You know, we had layups we were missing, and it just became kind of a snowball effect, and just affected us, you know, on the defensive end as well. But you know, and I thought we had better energy in the second half. We went to 55, just full court pressure, just tried to generate maybe some offense with our defense, and I thought that was effective. And but they had big shots, you know, they knocked down big shots, and we didn't. And that's you know shooting 27%, you're not going to win a lot of ball games.
Just touch on Angela a little bit. I mean, obviously you missed a couple games and got to come back, and it's going to take a little bit. I think she missed her first 5, hit some shots there at the end of the game that made it interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it was, you know, we wanted to get her in, obviously, just to get, you know, she's been out for the last weekend, for this past weekend, with an ankle injury, like you said, and yeah, she just wasn't able to get into rhythm, you know, and we're obviously hoping that, you know, just get her feet wet, get her back out there on the floor, and hopefully get by, you know, Valparaiso, and you know, then she could get some momentum going into our next game. But obviously, it, you know, that would hurt our rotation. I mean, you know, we've had some key injuries that it changes the dynamics of things, and not having her this past weekend, I mean, there was no question we had some momentum going, and losing her, just the dynamic changed, and I think that definitely affected us.
Was that the same Valpo team you saw a week and a half ago?
No, they had much more energy, you know. They were coming off, and we had talked about that, you know, even though we beat them twice, you know, that's not the same Valparaiso team. They're coming off a big win against Wright State at home. You know, they've got seniors that they're a little bit more senior heavy, and they were coming off a loss at Green Bay. You know, it's just a totally different team that we knew we were going to see.
Courtney, I mean, obviously you had a lot of rebounds tonight. Varner, for them, 41, is very active as well. I mean, they're post players. Tabitha missed a lot of shots, but they were still doing a lot of stuff in the paint a little bit. Just talk about going up against those two if you can.
They're hard workers. They never stop, and no matter what make or miss, they're gonna fight for everything. So you have to stop their momentum, and we did sometimes, but that's not good enough.
Down low, in the first half, I noticed that they shot 1 free throw in the first half, and they finished with 15 free throw attempts. And then, like, in the first half, you guys had 4 free throw attempts and finished with 6. Did you guys kind of struggle getting? Yeah,
I mean, we talk about that being one of our game plan goals, is to get to the free throw line. And you know, they changed up their defenses. They went man and they went zone, and sometimes when you're in the zone, you know, we're settling more for jumpers than really, you know, just getting it inside, and so I think that was part of it. You know, their zone really affected our ability to get to the free throw line off penetrations or post ups. So that, you know, their game plan was effective. It kept us off balance. You know, they were mixing it up, and we were just never able to get into rhythm.
I noticed the shot, Kiki drove the lane a little bit and kicked it out toward the end of the game, and I forgot who shot it, but it went in. And I was wondering, like, do you guys kind of preach that penetration kick out a lot?
Oh, for sure. I mean, that's definitely a strength of hers, and we were being, and you know, her aggressiveness is something that we need. But I think, again, the zone kind of took that away from us. You know, we run screen and rolls with her. So I think the fact that they did mix it up, you know, just didn't allow her to get into the paint as much as she would or we would like.
Courtney, how did you feel about, like, in the paint, you had 10 rebounds, 10 points. Did you feel that they kind of got the best of you, like, in terms of, like, triple teams and double teams when down low, I guess? How did you feel down low, basically, like, working in the paint?
in the beginning of the second half, it was a little bit easier, and then all of a sudden they start pushing you out and start sending other people, but that only helps our guards get open more, so the more they double team, the more outside shots we get and penetration kicks that way.
Yeah. So then it kind of falls toward the shots just not falling tonight. Yeah.
I think some of it, most definitely. You know, some of our open looks, we weren't able to hit, and that, you know, mentally I thought that took us out of things a little bit. And that's, you know, you can't let that affect you on the other end of the court, and I felt like it did a little bit. But
Coach, have you ever had a situation where you've been limited to 6 or 7 players for 31 games?
No.
I mean, watching Valpo, what can you comment on how they've handled injuries, player transfer middle of the season?
Yeah, I give them a lot of credit. When I was an assistant at Notre Dame, I think we had 8. In some regards, I think it helps because they know they're getting in. There's no distractions. I should be in. Why is she playing over me?
He didn't play one of them tonight.
Yeah, well, there you go. But I think it just, the rhythm, you got 7 and they can just get into a rhythm, and that's what I think. So I think it can play to your benefit. You've seen teams that happen to. And we play 6-7. I mean, we're about 7 deep, and so losing Angelo, that changes that rotation. I do think, that does hurt you. And the timing of that really did hurt us.
You have such a young team. Do you think that you're looking to improve a lot next season?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we were in so many games. We lost a lot of close ones, and I think some of that's inexperience, confidence, inexperience, and experience is your best, failure and our opportunities to get better. And so we look at the fact that the games that we were in, we prove that we can play with anybody. Now it's just we've got to be more consistent, and that's where we lose one. I mean, we got everybody coming back. So hopefully, this loss and will be motivation. That's what we just talked about. Let it be motivation for you. Let's get better in the off season. We got everybody coming back. There's no doubt we, as a team, got better. We're a better team than what we were. So that's only going to help us, down the road when we have a good, strong off season.
Where are you going to concentrate on in the off season as a team?
Just improvement, individual improvement. That's the big thing we work on. We can't work as a team, we can't work with them as a team, but we can work with them individually. So individually, they commit to getting stronger. That's only going to help our team get better.
Any further questions, guys? All right, we're all set.
All right,
Thank you, guys.